y'all. Welcome to my humble abode, to my apartment on YouTube Street. Thank you for joining me. This is my first video. I've been wanting to engage in YouTube, but I didn't have a time. I'm on PTO right now, so I got all the time in the world for the next couple of days. So, hi, my name is Donnie. This is Contrary Canary. Welcome. And I don't have a schedule. I don't know what I'll talk about. Just anything I want to pop in and talk about. I have opinions and unsolicited opinions and advice about it all. But the first thing I want to discuss is the Mielle controversy. Let's back up for a moment. I do have two German Shepherds. So if you hear whining or growling or tussling in the background, it's them. And one is circling me as we speak. So if you hear me say, go home, Isis. I'm talking to my dog Isis or my dog Onyx. That's just the way it is. Anyways, I wanted to discuss the Mielle controversy, but I'm not going to go in depth. I more so want to discuss some YouTubers, Black women YouTubers, who have come out and said that they're not going to cancel Mielle, that they are going to continue to support. And when I watched their videos, it really dwindled down to two reasons. The first reason is because Mielle made a mistake. And the second reason in their thoughts is that we need more Black-owned businesses. We can't afford to not have a Black-owned business. And although Mielle did wrong, she still needs our support because we need to establish economic and financial stability and freedom and fortitude in our community. And we can't do that if we cancel all of the Black-owned businesses. My response to that is bull swanky. Bull swanky. Also, I like to curse, but I'm trying to keep it at a minimum. It's bull swanky because, and I'll start with the first excuse, is that it's a mistake. It's not a mistake. Monique went on Linda Lynn's platform. She went in back and forth with her. She deleted her comments because she didn't want the evidence to be left. She then went back to Instagram and proceeded to, and I will use this term, harass her by leaving voicemail messages, because you can use voice messages on IG and all of those type of things. And then allegedly, 2 months later, her husband allegedly called Linda Lynn and continued to chastise her about her rice water review. So that's not a mistake, you all. A mistake would have been Monique got in her feelings. She didn't like the money grab comment or the bad review. She said something under the video. Maybe they had a back and forth. She deleted it and left it alone. That's a mistake. You acted out of emotion. All of us have. All of us, if we haven't, will, because we're human and we make mistakes. The goal is to not repeat the same poor behavior or actions that got you into that bind, right? Monique continued. She whipped it on over to Instagram, and then she had her husband call her allegedly and continue to chastise her. And where did Mr. and Mrs. Mielle get Linda Lynn's numbers from? Tell me that. Please tell me you pulled it out your database, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to use a customer's information for anything other than the business, right? So for you to pull her phone number and call her, baby, you had the right one. Let me tell you something now, Mielle. You had the right one. And you probably will never see this video, which is A-okay with me. But if you ever think you want to harass me, and you shouldn't have your number in my database, but just in case you might, you shouldn't. I haven't ordered anything. I've only picked up 2 items at the store. Both were trash. Then I will ask you to think again, because my husband is a man's man, and he don't play. He don't play about me or nothing around this place. So you call me with the rah-rah, he gonna meet your husband with the rah-rah. That is so unprofessional. It is so out of bounds and out of order that your husband would even allegedly do that. So that's not a mistake, y'all. That's repeated behavior. And so I don't know if you are waiting around to be punched by Monique. I don't know if you're waiting for her to do it to the next YouTuber, but you don't need that to happen because she's already done it. She's already showed you who she is. And if you want to dig a little deeper, I actually did. I want to see, is this in her character? Is this who she is? So I mosey on over to IG, and she still has a lot of her lives up. In her lives, Monique identifies as a Christian. So do I. And she proceeds to pray to God. Pray to God about my haters. There's COVID. People are dying left and right from COVID, from cancer, My sister has multiple sclerosis. There's lupus. There's all sorts of diseases out there that people are suffering from. And you choose to pray to God about haters, people who don't even matter. I'm sorry, you all. Hey, that's enough. I'm sorry, you all. You choose to pray to God about something that doesn't even matter. People you shouldn't even be paying a mind to. You waste a prayer and the power of prayer on haters. So from that, I gleaned that Monique uses her Christianity as a means to prey on people to buy her products, because there's big business in Christianity. There's so many pimp for profits, and I look at Monique and her husband the same way. In my opinion, they are pimps for profit. That's what they are. You up here praying about haters when there's all sorts of ills in the world. You need to be praying for racial justice. You need to be praying for peace. You need to be praying for all of these other things that are far more important. There are children who are starving, and you're praying about haters. Your priorities are all fucked up. All fucked up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a very passionate person. I get passionate about a lot of things, but I just don't like people bullying. I don't like goons. I don't like people utilizing their religion, whatever they identify as, in order to prey upon people. It's so sick. It's so vile. It's just unbelievably, and I don't want to say narcissistic, but that's what it is. It really is. It's unbelievably narcissistic. Moving on to point number 2, because I want to keep this video under 10 if I can. The fact that it's a Black-owned business, we need to support it, whether they're wrong or right, whether they're toxic or positive. We need them. No, we don't need them. We need positive Black-owned businesses. It doesn't mean they won't make mistakes. Every business, Walmart, you go to McDonald's, they mess up your order all the time. Y'all keep going back. We all keep going back. So why are we constantly giving a white-owned conglomerate money, but then when a Black-owned business makes a mistake, we're quick to write them off? That's totally different from upholding and supporting and patronizing a Black-owned business that takes advantage of its Black-owned customers, that demonizes and denigrates Black women YouTubers for their honest opinion. By the way, if I didn't mention it, Linda Lynn purchased that collection with her own coin. She don't owe you a damn thing. She's not an independent contractor. She's not an employee. She does not owe you a positive review, right? Period. She doesn't owe you. So this isn't just we need to support because it's Black. And I'm going to quote Cadillac Kimberly. Cadillac Kimberly said, just because you're a woman and you own a business don't make you no motherfucking business woman. I'll take that statement and put my own twist on it and say, just because you Black and you own a business don't make you a Black-owned business. Mielle is not a Black-owned business. Mielle is a Black woman who owns a business. She's not for the people, and I dare say she's not by the people. I would never harass a Black YouTuber the way that she has. I would never have my husband allegedly call a YouTuber the way she has allegedly. I would never do those things because that speaks of someone who has poor character. And for you fellow Black women YouTubers, I'm looking directly at y'all who set y'all behinds up on your channel and said, oh, well, we need to be giving a second chance. You know, she's Black. She made a mistake. If it were you, you would want someone to fight for you the way all of these other women and other YouTubers are standing up for Linda Lynn. I'm beside myself that you all would even support something like that. I'm not saying, listen, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna buy whatever products you gonna buy because it's not you that she came after. It's all good and well until she calls your number, harassing you allegedly. It's all good and well until she starts shading you on her platform allegedly. So because it's not you, you don't care. She's a Black-owned business. Is she a Black-owned business? Is she? Or is she a Black woman who happens to own a business? I would say it's the latter. Because no Black woman that I know that's worth standing would ever, and I do mean would ever, do that to someone. I'm not saying that every interaction you have with another Black person is going to be positive. But if you're talking about being part of the community, being part of the community, then you need to act like it. And being a goon on YouTube with your husband and harassing YouTubers, it ain't the way, boo. Like I said, I only have 2 products or had 2 products from Mielle. One of them, it didn't do anything. It was the coiling custard. It didn't do anything for my hair, so I gave it away. And the other one is the edge control. I'm gonna throw that away. I don't reach for it. I hadn't reached for it since I had braids in my hair, and I picked it up because I just needed something. Because COVID had started, and I couldn't get my hair touched up, and I just ended up taking it down. Not now, but I ended up taking it down back then. So those are my sentiments. We need to be more responsible. We need to hold all companies accountable, but we also need to hold Black-owned businesses accountable. They don't just deserve our support because they're Black. And let me say this, I'll support you just because you're Black, but when you show me that you a goon, like Monique and her husband, I won't support you. I do not stand for bullying. I am very intolerant of goonery and foolery. And I stand with Linda. Now, if Linda comes on here a few months later and says she accepts your apology or she's moved on, that's fine. But I will never purchase anything from Mielle. I mean, the products didn't work. The 2 products I tried didn't work for me anyway. I'm a dew girl. I'm a melanin girl. I'm a curls girl. Those are the products that I use for right now. I mean, I don't need any more. I have products for days. I don't need anything else. So I definitely wouldn't go buy Mielle. But to everyone, who stands with Linda, keep standing with Linda. We have to teach these businesses a lesson. They have to understand that we are not just trash that they can utilize when they feel it. We're not a toy that they can just pick up and play with and put on the shelf whenever they feel like it. You are a content creator. Therefore, you should have your LLC and you should be a business. This is a business and you will treat me as so. Linda Lynn went and purchased those products with her own money. She doesn't owe you anything. I hope that the natural hair community on YouTube can come together a bit more. I mean, maybe it's wishful thinking, but I'm hoping so. And to those 2 or 3 ladies that said they wouldn't cancel Mielle, cool. We'll see what happens with you though, because sooner or later, karma comes back and bites you in the buns. And you may have a similar incident, but don't call for our help. Don't ask for our help. Do what you do and practice forgiveness and don't cancel them because they're a Black-owned toxic business that doesn't deserve our support. With that, I bid you adieu. I shall return. I don't know when, but whenever I want to discuss something, I'll pop on. I pop on, I'll pop up. So now I'm about to pop out. Deuces.